A few weeks ago now, I took my French fig tree inside to give it a head start, and just look at it. It's completely leafed out. It's looking so stunning and wonderful, and it's also really safe from the builders out there. I'm going to put it back outside in a month's time or so, but just giving it a really head start right now I think is really paying off. We can compare it to some of the other fig trees outside. We just go over here into the courtyard. See lots of scaffolding here. But here is another fig tree that's right opposite it. They can look at each other, but they're separated by glass, and look at the difference. I mean, it is leafing out because it's a sunny spot here, but it's not at all as fully leafed out as the French one. This one is actually one I'm really excited about. It's supposed to be a stripy one. I got it last year, a year ago now. So it's also doing well. This one's also coming along nicely. So all the figs are really starting to wake up from the winter sleep. I thought I would show you this courtyard though, because it is one of my sunniest spots. I absolutely love filling it up with all kinds of wonderful plants. But as you can see, the scaffolding is here, and the builders are going to start on this roof tomorrow, on Monday. And so because of that, I need to move all these plants out. I've learned from experience, and last week one of the flower beds got completely covered in debris, as will happen when they just falls down as they're fixing or replacing the roof. And if we look here at these Chilean guavas, they're full of flower buds already, which is early, as everything else tends to be this year. So lots of beautiful flower buds. So I need to move everything out to keep it nice and protected and hidden away from falling debris and dirt. So a big job today. But of course some of the plants can't be moved. So let's have a quick look and see what we've got here and see how they're doing at the moment. So we've got a little apple tree here, which was sold to me as a Granny Smith, but is actually a Golden Delicious, we found out last year when it fruited. We've got this beautiful flambeau Chilean guava, which is also looking beautiful. And we've got some cuttings of the flambeau, which we grew in ourselves as well, and it's also looking really good. These ones are in pots, they can be moved. This one is the Bella Berry Chilean guava. It always produces really big, beautiful, super sweet red berries, and I will need to repot it because, as you can see, it just dries out really quickly, and I think it's just so full of roots down there, and it's very large and it's just thriving, so good to get it out of the harm's way. Here we have a strawberry grapevine, which produces these grapes that just taste of super sweet strawberries. Absolutely wonderful, and it's really starting to open up all the buds. I think there'll be lots of flowers on it too. You can see it looks like there's lots of flowers coming, so we might get lots of grapes. So pretty and pink as it opens. I love the look of it. But we're going to have to cover it with a dust cloth, like an old blanket or sheet or something, just to give it a little bit of protection. It's right up against the wall actually, so it's in a good spot, but I will give it a little bit of added protection, just again because I learned from my mistake. Here I've got a whole pot of beautiful spring flowers, so I'm going to move them as well. They're looking so absolutely gorgeous. And then here we have our mixture of little fig trees. This one is a brown turkey one. It's doing really well. And here I've got my little new persimmons. This guy here is the new persimmon. He is the, let's see which one he is. He's the Giro Hope as well. And he's got some little buds coming up now. So I want to protect them for sure. And this is one that we think was mislabeled. He's got some beautiful little brevas on him too. So he was sold to me as a brown turkey, but we think he might be let's have a look, a Brunswick fig, because his leaves look nothing like the brown turkey. Look at some of the leaves that are opening now. You can see they're really interesting. Yes, I'm going to move him too. Everything's going to be moved. Here's another little beautiful Chilean guava flambeau cutting. So one I can't move is this beautiful one here. This is the wisteria. Look at that. I can't move him, but I'll protect him somehow. And I will move this guy too. He is a lemon pepper. He's starting to leaf out now. He produces lemon peppercorns, which are lemony and peppery. So really what it says on the box, perfect. And another one I'm going to move is this great big Sichuan pepper tree. And actually I've been wanting to repot him. He's getting lots of little beautiful flower buds there. So I'm going to try to actually dig him into the garden. Lots of fun. And I won't be moving this guy either. He is a beautiful rose, beautiful English tea rose that I grew from a cutting. It's very large now. And these guys here, my little herb pots are just coming to life, full of all kinds of wild garlic. Well, here's wild garlic, and these guys are wild leeks, three-cornered leeks. They actually all taste of garlic, but I'm going to have to leave them here too. So lots to do. So after a lot of heavy lifting, we have moved our plants to this safe little corner of the garden. They're all going to be here until the roof is done, and then we can put them all back into the courtyard again. But it's very exciting to see how they're doing. This is one of the brand new persimmons I just got. It's the Rojo Brillante. And it is looking very good. It's sprouting some new little growth here, as is the other one. Well, it still looks pretty dormant. This is the Giro. But it's really interesting to look at my in-ground persimmon. See all the new growth on it. It definitely thinks spring is here. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on it to see if there are any fruit buds, because I'm very hopeful this year. But back to our little safe area. So we've got lots of Chilean guavas over there in the corner. And they're looking very happy. Now if you look at this one, keep that one in mind, because I'm going to show you what has happened to my other one. This is a Californian lilac here, which is starting to flower. It smells so much of honey, and the bees just are crazy about it. It's lovely. But so I had a Chilean guava, my biggest one, and I had popped it in the ground, and it was not very happy, so I had to dig it up the other day. And I need to do lots of pruning. There's lots of broken branches that just got quite damaged by the builders, and also it didn't like being in the ground because it was in a cold position. So I'm going to keep it potted here, give it some nice, actually give it some support now, and put a little cage around it, some string and twine. And then I want to show you over here, I have planted my Sichuan pepper tree. It's actually quite difficult to see because it's right up against the big huge apple tree. So I've got it tied to the apple tree there to give it some support, because it is so long and really needs it. But it's already shot out. Lots of beautiful flower buds. It is tricky to see, but they're there on all the branches. And we had lots of wonderful peppers last year. They're little round peppercorns, like the kind that you grind. But that one, it was such a prickly thing to move. It was incredible. But yeah, there's going to be peppercorns all along those branches. Really delicious. So fun. So I'm really glad to get it in the ground. I wanted to do this for quite a while, and it's nice to finally get it in a sort of out of the way place where people won't get easily poked by it. Because as you can see, some of the thorns are vicious. I mean, they're really, really big. Look at that. Incredible. So yeah, I'm really happy to have gotten that one in the ground. That was a really good result. And I'm just going to sort out my little poor beaten up Chilean guava, get it back on track. And we'll see how it all goes. I'll keep you updated. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching.